Then I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me see here. Can someone just yell out and tell me if they see this?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. So I just want to make sure. I just want to go over the signs again. So the colons is the adding. The dash is the subtracting. The asterisk is multiplying and then dividing. Okay. So that's what we went over last week. This is what was right here. I am going to go over something very similar to that tonight. I start a new one, of course. So my new one right now is right here. I'm just going to call this Skittles by color. And again, I'm going to center this across here. So I'm going to merge across. I didn't want to merge across. I always get those two messed up, merge and center. So I want to merge and center. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I am going to change my font. I am going to change the color of my font to blue. Actually, let me make this a little bit brighter. Yellow, maybe not. Let's do a red. Skittles by color. What else do I want to do here? Oh, let's shade it in a little bit. Let's do like a light blue there. Okay. And then I am going to do, let's do the color. Bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 4. And then the last column, I'm going to do the average. Okay. And I'm going to go through here, and I am going to go through and put in the thick line there. So we have that. I'm going to actually bold this. And I am going to change the color to here. There. So let me see how that looks. Yeah. And then I'm going to shade this into a different color. Okay. So there, I think somebody else. Okay. And let's see. So I'm going to do that. And then now I'm just going to add in my colors. So I'm going to add in, let's just do blue, green, yellow, red, orange, and I'll do brown. And I'm just making up these numbers right now. So I'm just going to do 10, 30, 10, 5, 12, 19, 34, 23, 1, 7, 25, 170, 75, 100, 30, 1, 2, 30, 50, 100, 9, 1, and 2. Okay. So I want to find the average of each color in like across the bags. Okay, so in bag 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to find the average. Okay, so of how many blue are in each bag. Okay, the average there. So I'm going to go here. And like I said, for me, it's easier for me to just go here to the little Greek symbol and that E number. And I'm going to click down on that the arrow right there. And I'm going to go to average. Okay, now it lights up the row. Okay, so just double check of what you want the average of. Okay, so the average of is from G3 to J3. That is correct. That is what I want to find the average of. Okay. So, but it's very important that you check those because it could highlight some other numbers. The computer isn't always right. So I'm just going to hit enter. And it's 24.75, which makes makes sense. Okay. So right here, I'm going to do solid black and I'm going to pull that down because I don't want to keep redoing that formula. I already know what the formula is. Okay. So really, statistically, we could probably do this for percentages. Okay. So I don't want, oh, no, I want it to go that way. Yeah. So it's like over 200%. You could do that. I'm going to just leave it as a general number right now, but with this particular one, you could change it to percentages. Okay, so the average blue Skittles that are in all 4 bags is 24. There's like 24 across all. That's the average of that. So underneath here, a lot of times I use the average because we have some software at school. The kids, so they always ask me, Miss, that's what you put in the computer is not correct, right? So another way to use the average. So I'm going to say here, so Johnny, wait, let me do it this way. Name, test, quiz, and then I'll do a homework. So, and then I'll say Johnny, Henry, Sam, why is my watch keep going off? There, and who else do I want to use? Joe. Okay. So I'm going to go across here at the top. It's going to make it look a little bit nicer, bold. I'm going to change the color again. Always make it look like it stands out, like you have, like you put some work into it. Okay, especially if you're in the office, you want it to look good. So say Johnny got 100, he got a 20, and then he got another 100, and then he didn't do his homework. Okay, 100. Let's do 100 across here. 100, and then he did his homework. 100. Okay. 0. Let's do 0. And then I'll do 100, and then 100, and then let's just do 100, 100, 100, 100. So let me just fix that. So the average, what their grade and their average is in my class right now, I'm going to do, again, I'm going to go right over there. Nope, I don't want the sum. See, I hit it by mistake. So I want to go, I'm going to escape out of that. I'm going to go right here to average. And yes, so I want to get the average of their grades. So I want to know what Johnny's average is. Okay, and it's going to be a whole number. So he has a 55. So he has a D right now. So if he doesn't have a D in the computer system, then there's something wrong there. Okay. This other child, I'm just going to pull it down because I'm not going to do this again. Has an A. The other one is failing. And then another A. Okay, so that's what we're doing, finding the average. Another way is to find the baseball average. So if you like baseball, so I'm going to say baseball. And I don't know much about baseball, but if the player one is up to bat, he gets, I don't know, he gets 25 home runs. I don't know, his batting average is, so the batting average there is 10. And then what else? And then I don't know what the other part of it is. They look for something else, is 18. So you would want to find his statistics there. So again, go up to that Greek symbol, find the average, and that would be his statistics. So he's got a 17% baseball average. Okay. So those are 3 different ways to figure out an average. So if you're in, a job and you need to figure something out, you're able to do that. Okay. A lot of times, like if you're in retail right here, you might have to find the average of things sold. So again, if you're in retail, if you're at Macy's, if you want to find the jeans, the shorts, the shirts, and then the shoes, okay? You would need to find the average of how many pairs that were sold. So if it was Calvin Klein up here, Calvin Klein, if you had INC, if you had Style and Company, then you could figure out the average of the jeans sold, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go back here. So I'm gonna stop for a minute. Let me stop this recording for a second here.